Q's COVID-19 test is fast, accurate, and you could do it anywhere.
Her case sparked outrage and protests, and now for the first time ever, we exposed disturbing video of the hours before Neasha Chappell died, begging for help for hours while inside a cell at the Jackson County Jail. The video is not ever released by the county, finally shedding light on what really happened. Thanks for joining us for Wave 3 News at 6. I'm Shannon Kogan. John is off. We want to start with a hard warning because the video we're about to show you is graphic, it is disturbing, and it is hard to watch. Wave 3 News troubleshooter Natalia Martinez has the exclusive jail surveillance videos after investigating this case.
This is video that was denied through open records. The family had not obtained it, and definitely not the public until now. We reported on the medical records and ambulance reports and how Chappell's attorneys believed she'd been suffering for hours without getting medical help. Now we get to see some of what jail staff did, and more importantly, what they didn't do.
Disturbing new video shows Jackson County inmate Neasha Chappell begging for help for hours before she died. For nearly 24 hours, Chappell complained she was in pain, according to Jackson County prosecutors. At one point, she hits her head on metal. A guard would later write that video showed she had just missed hitting her head. From there, Chappell is seen vomiting and naked after telling a guard she felt she was on fire. She's covered in her own waste. The calls for help continue.
This is just making a sense that you're faking it. So if you're not going to get up and get dressed, we're going to leave you alone. You can sit there and just suffer.
Starting at 2:13 in the afternoon, during a span of 24 minutes, Chappell calls for help, tries to bang on the doors, and collapses 4 times. No one comes to check on her during those occasions. At 2:31, jail nurse Ed Rattan comes to the cell.
You want to get dressed or you can step out here?
On the 3rd time, at 2:33, he warns her.
Last chance, either you get up and get dressed and come on out and talk to me, or I'm just going to go back doing my thing. He
does just that for 35 minutes. When they come back at 3:08, they tell her to get dressed once again, leave, and come back 4 minutes later when Chappell collapses to the floor.
I promise you, you're not on fire.
When the ambulance arrives at 3:26, Chappell tries to put on a blanket as if it were clothes. 1 hour later, after getting to the hospital in an ambulance, moaning in pain, with yellow eyes and chest, and still handcuffed to the stretcher, Chappell would flatline. Shortly after, she was dead. The doctors wrote they believe she'd ingested toxic chemicals found in common cleaning supplies. The autopsy would later find the cause of death to be undetermined after testing for antifreeze, but they did note toxicity due to an unknown substance. Chappell had no hard drugs in her system. Back at the jail, the videos show this: the guards cleaning up her cell.
Chappell was in jail for a theft charge and for leading police on a chase. Her family told me she didn't deserve to die. The Jackson County prosecutor declined to charge anyone in this case after ISP investigated. He wrote that they did not find any evidence that Chappell had been intentionally poisoned and wrote that Chappell had received medical attention. The case is now closed. We've reached out to the FBI to see if they're investigating for civil rights violations. They wouldn't confirm or deny. We'll stay on top of it. Natalia Martinez, Wave 3 News.